Mr. Harmless here, and we are going to get started with a short technology refresh. This particular portion will be about Google Classroom. Google Classroom, to access it, you need to go to classroom.google.com. Once you go to classroom.google.com, you're going to want to sign in. If you're signed in with your personal Google account, it usually looks like this when you start to sign in. To access Google Classroom correctly, you need to sign in with your school account. So you're going to need to switch accounts by clicking this little drop down arrow. When you click that drop down arrow, you're going to choose your school email as your Google account. If your school email is not listed, choose to use another account and then sign in with your school email and password. If you need help with this, please feel free to ask Mr. Golish or Mr. Harmless on how to use your school Google account. Once you've signed in, if you've used Google Classroom in the past, you will see all of your previously created classes showing up on the left-hand side. If you don't have any classes, you can always add a class, or if you just want to add your new class for this year, you can do that as well. You can also archive old classes that you no longer need. I'm going to choose to add a class. When you click that plus in the top right-hand corner, it'll say join class or create class. Most likely, since you're a teacher, you're going to create your class. The Create Class dialog features the option to name your class. Then, if you want, you can call a section of this class, a subject if you would like, and a room number. All of these are optional. The only one that is necessary is naming your class. Once you decide what you want to put, you can choose Create. Once this happens, you have your new classroom, your Google Classroom. The header that you have here is updatable. You can always change that. You can select a theme. You can upload your own photo if you'd like. But up at the top, notice that we have 4 tabs. The first one is Stream. This is what you'd most likely think of as similar to Facebook, Twitter. It's like a social media account sort of setup. So you have this stream. You can communicate with your class here. You can either create and schedule announcements, or you can respond to student posts. And you can turn the ability for students to create posts off if you'd like. Classwork tab is new, I believe, as of last year. In the Classwork tab, you're able to assign work to your class, creating assignments, questions, things like that. You can use topics to organize things. This is where all of your classwork will show up. To add a new assignment or quiz or question, you click that Create button, and it drops down a menu where you're given a few options. The first one is assignment. The second one that you have is a quiz assignment. You also have the option for a question, which would be like a poll question where you're going to ask one question and you just want to kind of get an idea of what all of your students think about something. You can add material, documents, presentations, PDFs, things like that. You can reuse a post from a previous year or from this year, and you can choose a topic. The topics just help organize all of your work. On the People tab up at the top, you have 2 options. You can add teachers, and you can do that with the little, looks like a little individual with a plus sign next to them if you want to add other teachers to your class, or you can add students. If you want to add students, click that little icon. It'll pop up a dialog box, and in this box, you can type the name of any student, and it will begin to pull up accounts that match. Okay, there is a student in our system called first name training, last name student, so I typed in training student. Notice that it pulled up the one that matched that. It says at this point, you can click that student account, and it will add an invite to them. You can also invite students using a code, and so the code always shows up here. A lot of teachers like to go this route if they want to invite their students to their class by just giving them the code instead of adding them individually themselves. So that's our Google Classroom refresh. If you have any questions about Google Classroom or anything else Google related, please feel free to contact me. I can use my email, harmlessm@danville118.org. You can also call extension 1641, ask for Mr. Harmless. And if you would like to watch this video or other videos, if you go to our high school website where it says staff, if you click staff, it drops down a menu that says teacher help desk. If you click the teacher help desk, now you will need to be signed in with your school's Google account. But if you click the teacher help desk, it will bring up a website that looks like this. And right here in the middle, you can see there's my Google Help where this video will be uploaded. I also have other helpful videos coming soon, other Google related videos. I do have some Skyward help, classroom help, plan book help, um, things of that sort. So if you have questions, a lot of times once I create an answer, I will upload it in video form and put it on this website. This is available to all of you as teachers, and I'm more than happy to add anything on there that you feel is necessary. I hope you have a good rest of your professional development today. And like I said, feel free to ask me any questions that you like. Thanks.